Hello everybody, this is Obi, welcoming you back inside of another weekly upload update. I know it's been a while, but yeah, life and stuff and things, so we're back at it. We've got some new downloads and some re-uploads for you here. We'll start things off with the new stuff, that being first and foremost the returning Ricky Ortega, who I initially created in 2K17, the hybrid type of character between Ricky Ortiz of WWE CW fame and No Way Jose. He comes this year with some different looks. He's got kind of a standard attire as his secondary, and I actually have a face texture for him that I used that I will elaborate a little bit on when I give him a closer look in the next weekly CAW Showcase. Here you see a front and back preview of him there. And the other one is Ryan Risk, who also was first created last year in 2K17, making his 2018 debut. He too will have a closer look focused on him in the next weekly CAW Showcase video, to be released soon after this one is up. So here's your front and back preview of his attire. And then accompanying them, that will be given a closer look in the CAW Showcase, are Legionarius and Union King, rounding out World's Finest, along with Brock Bentley and Prince Aziz and Abu Hassan, who obviously I've had uploaded for a couple of weeks. Then we have Tommy Jonas, who will also get a closer look. I have not focused on him. And then Yoshi Togo, who's actually been up for a while, but I didn't showcase him either. So, like I said, that video will be forthcoming not too soon after you watch this video, so be on the lookout for that. And obviously make sure that you have notifications set on to all the time on YouTube, that way you're notified whenever it is that I put up this new stuff, because as you've probably heard about, YouTube's getting a little funky with subscriptions and such like that. So very important that you do that with all of the content that you are the most interested in on YouTube, because they're not doing you any favors. But anyway, now we'll change focus to the re-uploads, which, as you could probably tell from all the rest of the filled up space here, are all of the previously glitched female characters that I have uploaded and re-uploaded on several occasions that were missing textures and logos and tattoos and such like that. So I finally got enough time to be able to re-upload all that stuff and reapply them on each character, so hopefully it's no longer going to be a problem. I really hope that Ukes and 2K games alleviate that glitch in 2K19, because if it happens again in 2019, bad things, man. Really bad things. But anyway, let's get to focusing on them. So we have Aurora Cellini, who had several logos as well as her face texture glitched in the previous version. That has fortunately all been restored here. So everything you see will be on the CAW itself when you download her, hopefully. Please leave a comment down below to let me know if these re-uploads actually are 100%, so I know for sure. Then we have the Lotus, who I will not be giving you a closer look at, because she's got a kind of sort of surprise for you guys to download her in the secondary attire slot, for those of you who might have been missing her, how you say, former persona in the XWA. I'll leave that clue there. Then we have Cordelia, who had glitches on her kick pads, the Red Queen logos, which is kind of a big deal considering the Red Queen is now her new moniker. So yeah, it was pretty important for me to get those put back on there. So I did. So they are. So there. And we have Sierra K, who only actually had one logo that was glitched. That was the one on her top. But I was just admittedly really lazy. Sorry about that, guys. But I also managed to come up with a design for the secondary attire. If you recall, her secondary attire was just solid black with that alternate name logo. Now she's got kind of some faded black camo going on there. Of course, the School of Hardcore logo as well. You've seen this attire if you watched the Final Four round of the Warfield Invitational. So that is the attire that will be featured here in this re-uploaded version of her. Then we have Sonya Robbins, who is by far my most downloaded CAW of 2018. Somewhere around 4,500 downloads when I first uploaded her. Almost 5,000 downloads. Don't know what it is that you like so much about her, I guess. I mean, I could probably guess. She does kind of have this Eva Marie type of feel going for her, except that she's actually really good at what she does. So what was glitched on her initially were the red Sonya logos that are featured on her kick pads, as well as the back of her jacket. Those were all restored. And as you can clearly see, I also used this opportunity to kind of rework her secondary attire a bit, so it's not as identical to the primary attire. You'll get a closer look when you download her, but it kind of throws back to previous attires that I have made for her in 2K17, 2K16, and so on. You know, with the Evan Bourne style kick pads and such like that. I kind of wanted to make her have like a female M. Bison look for that attire, but unfortunately you can't use the shoulder pads in tandem with the hair like you could last year, and I've griped about that plenty of times already this year. So yeah, it's the best I could do. I think you'll like it though. Then we'll scroll down here. We have Marisol Cardinal, whose face texture was glitched, as well as one element on her secondary attire, that being the kind of fractal attire that appears on her right sleeve and left kick pad there on attire slot 2. That's all been restored, so she's 100% now. That's also the attire that she wore in the Final Four round of the Warfield Invitational as well. So again, that's the version that you get here. And we have Madison Starr, who, much like Sierra K, had one glitched item on her attire, but it's a very prominently placed item, that being the Mario star that you can pretty much see all over the place on her attire. So that being missing was kind of a big deal, and again, I was lazy in fixing it because it was probably a really quick fix that I could have done a long time ago, but yeah, stuff and things. So what are you gonna do? It's all good now, so if you want to get her, go right ahead. Then we have Arlene Driver, whose tattoos were glitched, as well as one of the barbed wire elements. That's all been restored. And again, I used this opportunity to kind of make a slight variation on her secondary attire. It's not much, it's just the pants. Those are I don't know who wears those. I think those are Natalia's pants or such, or whatever, but they look good. I like the slits on the side there showing the hip and everything like that, so I went with that. Otherwise, everything else is pretty much intact. And then last but not least, there's Isis Diamante, who again only really had one glitched element, and it's not even something that was very prominently placed. Well, it was sort of. It was kind of like the diamond chain mail thing I got going on her top, as well as the bikini bottoms. And then I again took that opportunity to do a little bit of tweaking on her attire, specifically the second attire. You'll see some added elements on her there that you did not previously see in the version that I first showcased on the weekly upload update videos. Same thing applies here. So yeah, those I do believe are all of the glitched female characters that unfortunately succumbed to the bug that was early in the game, and I do believe actually still exists in the game. Yeah. For future reference, for those of you who don't actually know what that bug is, it's when you apply a custom logo design onto a car, onto a CAW, and then go back and edit it, like reposition it, resize it, whatever the case may be. Then when you upload it, it becomes glitched and it does not show at all on a downloaded version of that CAW on somebody else's game or console or such like that. So what you have to do basically is, if you're going to edit any element or graphic on that CAW, you basically have to delete the graphic itself completely off of that part and reapply it. Or you can re-upload those elements and then replace the old version of that logo or design with the new version, and then it'll show up on a downloaded version of that CAW. It's a real pain in the ass, and like I said, I hope with all of my heart that 2K Games fixes that glitch. I'm quite sure enough people in the community have mentioned it and have mentioned how much of a drag it is. So let's hope that it's not a thing in 2K19. That being said, little quick update for you for what else is down the pipeline. Like I said, there is the weekly CAW Showcase to show off the remaining CAWs that I have here already uploaded for you. That in actuality is going to be the last of the showcases that I will need to do, because I will have officially shown off every single creation that I have made in 2K18 with this forthcoming video. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Reached the milestone there. After that, of course, there is the final round of the Warfield Invitational, which is already in production. I've got some special things planned for that. I want to do something, since it's only going to be one match, to kind of showcase how it is that things have gotten to that point, kind of a retrospective type of thing. So look forward to that. And I have actually already began production into the season premiere of Takedown. I've already got matches planned out, matches already edited, commentaries. It's just a matter of putting it all together. So it's taken a little longer than I had probably wanted it to, but we are actually getting into the swing of things as far as the 2018 XWA season proper over the course of the next couple of weeks. So really looking forward to that, and hopefully you guys are as well. Once again, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. That way you can partake in all of these festivities, and make sure that you have notifications set to on and all the time, not occasionally, because there's 3 levels of it apparently that you wouldn't even know unless somebody told you. So set it to all the time. That way you are notified whenever it is that I release new content out onto my channel. Very, very important stuff there. And with that, this weekly upload update video draws to a close. Once again, please leave a comment down below to let me know if these restored CAWS are actually 100% restored and there's nothing missing. I would really like to know if that's been alleviated so I can finally breathe for a second and get down to what else it is that I need to get down with. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and until the next time, this is Obi signing off. See ya!